Welcome back, my angels. Let's take a deep breath in and sigh it out. Let's melt into this beautiful love we are going to create together. Sit back, relax, get your drink. I've got my hot water with ginger and honey. It's really good for cold weather, really good for your throat. If you're going through some difficult times in life and you just feel like you are a bit stuck, nothing seems to be changing, or you've just gone through a breakup and you want to bounce back, but you're still struggling, you still feel like you're kind of stuck in your old mindset, this message is for you. So I've gone through a lot of highs and lows, and I've been called resilient because I always bounce back, and I bounce back hard. A lot of friends actually have asked me how I do that, and I'm happy to share this with my friends, and I would love to share this with you as well. How to keep glowing no matter what happens in life. So, first thing first. So I've gone through a lot of times when I've either lost a job, or I've gone through breakups. I've gone through so many breakups. Even I've lost friends, and now when I look back, I'm like, everyone was a teacher, and every experience was teaching me about me. So I want you to look at every experience in a way that is just guiding you back to who you were meant to be this whole time. Because if you believe in, law of attraction, you'll know that the whole world is just you reflected out. So anytime somebody triggers you, it just means that that's a part of you that you have to look into a bit more, and maybe that's a part of you that you have to love more. So having said that, I know that when things suddenly change, it is hard to have hope for the future. And when you look around in your life, especially when you are, staying in a lot, or you're in your home, you are unable to step away from these negative thoughts that are pulling you lower and lower and making you spiral. So here are a few things that I do to keep glowing no matter what, honey. So the first one, and this might be maybe a bit obvious, but if it's not, then I would love to share with you, is to go through your phone and delete all the pictures that remind you of the old you. So it could be pictures of your ex, maybe pictures of your old friends that you don't speak to anymore, or anybody that would remind you of the pain or the anger, all those negative feelings, whatever that is. You have to just go through your phone and start clearing all of these things out. Just clear, delete, delete. And I want you to be quite brutal with this, okay? Even if it's like your ex's pet. Even contacts. I do that all the time. So I'll go through my phone list, and I'll go through the people that were associated with my old life that I'm not anymore, the old identity that I'm not anymore, and I'll start deleting even the contact numbers. And then obviously social media, start unfollowing all the people that are not really aligning with the person you're going to become. You're actually going to start feeling lighter by doing this already, because what you're doing is you're clearing space energetically, clearing space so that new things can flow in. Because a lot of the times, especially on iPhones, I don't know about other phones, but they will show you memories, don't they? They suddenly just pop things up, and they'll suddenly have some old pictures that might trigger your old feelings again. So let's avoid that and just get rid of all of it. Let's avoid that and get rid of everything right now. So, second thing is to now clear the material things around you. Now, I lived with a friend not too long ago, and she was really stuck with her old identity, where she felt like she was a victim, where she felt like she was powerless. And when I went to her space, her whole apartment was full of so many things. First thing I told her was, are there any things that your ex gave you that you still have around? And she started pulling all these piles of old clothes that belonged to her ex that she still had in her apartment. Honey, we need to get rid of all of it. I want you to really look around your space, and there might be things that you are not even aware of that is blocking your energy. It's because things have got energy with them, and even if you walk past it, the thing is there, your subconscious is going to react to it, and it's going to bring out those feelings again and again. So have a good look around, have a good clear out. Put this date on your calendar where you're going to have a proper clear out everything that is reminding you of the old version of you, the sad version, the angry version, all of it. Get rid of all those things. And this might be one of those moments where you will feel that you have attachment, but remember that this is just your mind being attached to the old version of you. But honey, we're not looking back, we're moving forward. We are here to glow, honey, and staying stuck in the past is not gonna make you glow at all. So let's get rid. And once you've done that, your phone is clear, your space is clear, you'll already feel so much lighter, honey. I love this feeling when you do a really good, nice clear out. Now, this is optional, but I love doing this, is saging the place or having incense, and I'll have the windows open, and I'll do this little song or a dance where I actually say out loud. I'll say that I'm clearing all energy away, letting all stagnant energy go out, and now I'm bringing in new opportunities, new friends, new love, new joy, new happiness. So anything that you want to attract, say it out loud. Do this dance around your space, around your home, around your room. Say it out loud. Let the universe, let life, let God hear what you want, what you're calling in. And because you've cleared the space for it, you'll be surprised how fast these things are going to start showing up. So I do these rituals, these cleansing rituals every weekend. And it's like a good way to just look around and see, okay, have I got anything that is old that doesn't have to be in this space anymore? And I'll just start throwing things out. And after I do my sage and cleansing and I sit down and I feel so relaxed because I've cleared the space, by the end of the day, friends will suddenly call me, inviting me to places. I'll suddenly receive gifts out of nowhere. I'll suddenly receive opportunities out of nowhere. But this is because I know I consciously created this space for the new things to flow in. So try it, do it. I'm excited for these blessings to start flowing into your life. Now that you have cleared your space, this actually can create a huge difference. So the next thing that you do is to change your environment. Now, if you could, looking for a new place would be, wow, incredible. The shift that you're gonna make by moving to a new place is insane. So if you can, that would be incredible, it would be wonderful. But if you can't do that yet, just try and change the things in your room or in your space. Maybe you're moving the couch around, maybe you're moving the table somewhere else, maybe you're just moving the decorations in a new way. Because what you're doing is you are kind of training your mind that this is a new place, because it won't be familiar anymore. So your mind is gonna start thinking that your new space is gonna start thinking new thoughts. You're gonna start seeing life in a new way, and you can start that right now just by your little space, you know? Just moving things different way, or even your bedding could be so powerful, because that is where you wake up and you sleep. So if you can change your bedding to something that you've never had before, maybe it's a different color, maybe it's a different print, play around with it. Because when you wake up and you're seeing this new bed that you're waking up in, it's gonna feel like you're waking up as a new version of you. Okay? This could be very, very powerful. And it doesn't even require that much effort, right? It actually doesn't. I had this one bedding that I used to use a lot, all the time, because it was my design, because I used to design bedding, and I was really attached to that because it was a part of me. But then when I moved, I was waking up and I felt like I was still that old Soon, because I was waking up in the same bedding, you know? So I decided to buy myself a new bedding that is more aligned with the new Zoom, the new person that I want to be. So play with it, honestly. It's gonna change everything. If you can paint the walls, you can change the wallpaper, change the lamp, maybe the chandelier, you know, even just moving the decorations around. Maybe there's a certain place where you put your books. Now you can change that book section to another book section, and you know, just play with it. Honestly, it's gonna be so fun. Okay, this next step is probably my most favorite one, which is playing around with new looks. And this is all to do with you, your self-image, how you see yourself, and how the world is now going to see you, right? So I want you to start visualizing this empowered, confident, incredibly beautiful version of yourself. And what is she wearing? How did she do her hair? Is she wearing specific jewelry? Is she wearing specific colors? I want you to start imagining how she looks, how she walks, how she talks. Now I want you to look into the mirror. When you look into the mirror, you will know that there's a big difference. But here's the fun part. You can start making small changes towards that version of you. And you can start that by changing the way you dress. This is going to be like completely transformative, because when you start dressing like this new version of you, you're gonna feel that you are becoming her, right? Because clothes are kind of like a uniform, like an armor you put on. It's really powerful how it can affect the way you feel about yourself. You know, it can bring out more confidence. It makes you love yourself even more. And every time you look in the mirror, you're going to see this next version of you. You're not going to see this old version of you anymore. She's gone. She's disappeared. She doesn't exist anymore. She literally doesn't. So I want you to start, even make like a mood board, maybe on Pinterest, right? Start putting up images of what this version of you actually dresses like. And once you've got this like vision in front of you, when you go out shopping, I want you to shop for your new self. Don't go back to your old comfort zone, you know, whatever you used to like wearing. I want you to branch out and try something different, try something new. Don't wait. Don't wait, okay, for something to happen for you to dress a certain way, right? That you have to have a certain job to start dressing that way. You have to be married before you're dressing that way. You have to have a boyfriend before you're dressing that way. No. Start dressing like that right now. Don't wait. And then once you've got this idea, once you've got these new clothes, start wearing them. Start wearing them every day. And any of the old clothes, honey, old clothes also have their energy. I'm realizing that for myself. I'm starting to wear clothes that align with my new self. And every time I go back to my older clothes that I used to wear all the time before, I can feel that I'm becoming the old version of me again, and I don't like that feeling because the new version of me feels so fresh. I feel expansive, I feel confident. So, any old clothes that remind you of the old version of you, especially clothing that you used to wear a lot, I want you to start replacing them. Yes, yes, yes. This is, wow, this is my most favorite part. Another thing that I love doing is changing your hair. Dye it a different color. Cut it short. You know, try something different. Play with it. Because again, we are becoming more and more of who we want to be. And hair is such a big part of you. You know, when you look in the mirror, when you change your hair, you transform into a new person, and you know that, right? So play with your hair. Play with something new. Try something new. It's going to be powerful. Now, when you go out to the world, honey, you're going to feel different. You're going to walk different. You're now more aligned to the new future that you are creating. The past is disappeared. It's gone. You're now walking forward to the new. I'm so proud of you. You know, you're waking up. It's a new space. When you look in the mirror, it's a new you. When you dress up in these new clothes, it's a new version of you. Honey, everything around you is going to start changing. And the most wonderful part is that you can start this right now. Right now. It doesn't take much effort at all. And have fun. Life is too short to be looking back in the past, honey. Life is too short to be miserable. Life is too short to feel stuck. Oh my God. There's so much to experience. Oh my goodness. Life wants you to experience so many new things. So many new people. So many new relationships. So much new inspiration. Life is just wow. And it just makes me feel so lucky to be a human, you know. We can transform ourselves anytime we want. There's nothing to be attached to. Especially not the past, honey. We're not looking back. We're moving forward, okay? I hope that my message has clicked something within you. And honestly, I just want you to give yourself permission to love yourself more deeply than you've ever done before. That's it. Because you deserve this. You deserve this. You deserve this the most. You do. Until next time. Keep breathing slowly. Keep loving yourself. And I will see you soon. Ding!